Jay said, he would have had to play Zoo in losers quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Which is insane to think about.
So we've got all of those kind of factors going into it. And yeah, this is a hype one, definitely for sure. Daquan, you come into the next one next week?
He better. Alright, so we got Ice Perk, Fire Perk. What's that clock one do again? Is that like faster
So
cooldowns?
that one is every time you hit somebody, you get your cooldowns back faster. So that's the aggressive one.
That's a good one to have as Morty.
And yeah, Arya versus Morty. So like this is gonna be kind of interesting. Morty is one of those characters that is kind of similar to like Rain Dog, where it's like you got your projectiles keep people out, but also can box when you get in. I feel like Morty is really good. Definitely a very difficult character to play.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure. Like I said, it's hard for me to tell with my character.
My father didn't back down. Neither will I.
But we're going into game number 1. We're going to be on Trophy's Edge.
Everyone
the PS2.
loves this stage, bro.
Yeah, this is the PS2.
I've seen this stage like every game.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's even Arya almost already losing the stock as BoneShackles is trying to just get that edge guard going. I think the biggest thing that we're seeing here is a lot of scramble.
Yeah, definitely a lot of scrambling happening right now.
This is, so far, I mean, that hitbox is huge. Spaceship to kind of get him out of stuff. Morty has a lot of tools to kind of deal with recovering at least.
Yes, he does. But does he have tools to deal with the dagger? Oh my goodness, catching
the teleport.
G is going off right now.
Yeah, G pops off. So G is one of those, like he showed it in the last tournament. When he goes into the loser side, he is an absolute menace.
But remember, Arya's bad.
But Arya is a bad character. Now this character is really good. G is very solid as well, as we're going to see some Arya combos going out here. Doesn't want the Morty, any of the usages of that. I feel like that's one thing as an Arya player that they should kind of utilize more. Some of the transformation attacks.
I completely agree with that, and like I think it's just a matter of learning what you can do with the character-specific transformations.
God, just gets hit by the knife and takes it to the face. If he does get hit here, teleport up B.
Oh my goodness!
Any other stage.
If both hits of that up B, or that's up B, right?
The up air.
Yeah. If both hits hit, yeah, I'm almost certain he's not.
That hitbox is huge. Has the knife again, second hit of that. I feel like the biggest thing right now is he's kind of going into the teleport off dagger raw almost. So having a hard time getting that finishing combo. Gets another knife though.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure that if you DI opposite of the direction that Arya is teleporting to,
you can DI it a bit,
so
yes.
you can get out of it.
Yes. That is very true. And it's one of those like things about the matchup that you have to be aware of. But when you keep getting hit by them, you're going to lose your stock, as G is taking that second stock with a very huge lead.
Yeah, for sure. And he is looking like he wants to take this third stock faster than any other stock he's been trying to take.
I mean, G just he's thrown away that Morty transformation right away. Obviously, he's more comfortable with Arya as the character and their tools. Down air is going to seal the deal. Morty's down air is actually very strong. It's a very big hit bar. It's that big fist. It's a big fist.
Don't underestimate me.
I think the biggest thing that I'm seeing here is BoneShackles is having a hard time getting G off of them. Yeah, doing a little bit better now though, as I say that.
I like these new strings that G's been going for. He's going for like the up special into like a down air to reset to get another attack in.
Yeah, he's going for like the resets because with Arya, you want to kind of get your dagger off and then hit your opponent and then get the reset off the dagger, because that's where you're going to get your confirms and your stops. So every time that he gets that dagger, you can see him going for like, neutral air, or it goes for up B up close. BoneShackles teleport. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Ooh. That was kind of nutty. That teleport saving BoneShackle right there.
I wonder, does that actually have vulnerability?
I don't think it does. That's why I was surprised that he just kind of got away from it. Maybe it was just the timing.
Yeah. But dagger right back on him. Going to see a teleport into the up B, and the up air is going to seal it, and G is going to take that very first game and bringing us to a game number 2. What are some of the things you think that that BoneShackles can adjust in order to kind of help out with this matchup?
I don't know a lot about Morty, but in terms of like what I'm seeing in the matchup, G's been able to get in a lot, and
Superman.
In terms of like what G's doing, G's been able to land his dagger on them very frequently. He's been able to, you know, get these stray hits to lead into his combos. When I feel like as Morty, if it was still Morty, he probably wants to zone a little more. Probably wants to use his movement more to his advantage and see where the trajectory of the daggers going and stuff.
Definitely play a little bit less linear, like horizontal-wise, because he was getting hit by a lot of daggers. That's also a very good point that J Mafia brings up about the guard break being a very good option to use before you teleport, because it kind of gets you, it allows him to deal with those things. So like that Morty teleport has armor.
Interesting.
So that's why he got away with it. I forgot that actually is on. But Superman, a big hitbox. So
big hitbox, but also with what J Mafia just said, it applies. Superman has a lot of armor moves.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, Arya's gonna be able to get those armor breaks for kind of free. It's all up to it's all up to BoneShackles here to kind of get those situations, those perfect scenarios where like, ooh, actually Ice Breath stops dagger. That's really good for the matchup. Interesting. That's really good for the matchup. If BoneShackles is able to get those like combos and get Arya off stage, then you get nutty stuff like that. Throwing him up because he doesn't feel like he would be able to get the stock going down. Maybe he should have thrown out.
Probably out. I don't think it would have killed, but in terms of positioning, it might have been better.
So G trying to go for like, you know, his combos there. Gets the armor break though, and going to be able to challenge Superman. I think that is a very big aspect of this matchup.
Hey, I think you're looking at the chat. Hold on, we gotta.
Yo, he's got the inside information. He's hearing exactly what's going on.
J Mafia's in his ear, like, yo, bro, just do this.
Just coaching. He's actually wearing earphones right now.
But this match is actually really close.
The round is losers round 3, so this is like the first round of top 8. So losers top 8. All the rounds are always going to be at the bottom, just in case you're ever looking for the rounds. The biggest thing, though, is Superman is one of the heaviest characters in the game.
And Arya is
the
lightest characters, if not the lightest.
Ooh, that was so dangerous.
But a really good stall on G's part.
Yeah, he's taking his time. He's playing the matchup right. He's hitting those spots that you need to and punishing things that are going to get him, like, you know, those stocks in the games. Ooh, but yeah, lightest character. Accidentally throws a dagger though.
Unfortunate. Now he's gonna have to wait like what, 10 seconds for the dagger?
It looks like around 10 seconds, maybe even a little longer. It's still not back, so definitely longer. And the biggest thing you have to be aware of is Superman, or against Superman, is that when you do get put into a disadvantaged spot, do not waste your resources, or else you're going to have a very hard time dealing with, like, you know, his command grabs or his multi-jabs in the air. So be very careful off stage.
And that's one thing I've kind of noticed. G actually hasn't been put in a position where he's been threatened by those scenarios.
Yeah, see, that's that scenario. Going to get
get
the stock at like 8%.
All just because he didn't have the turn attack on.
Yeah, like if he had that armor break.
Yeah, he's been doing it since we saw it mentioned up in the chat, but just the one time he decided not to.
Oh, but that's going to take the stock. Okay, G bringing it back in, 14%. BoneShackles, though, on Superman, like we said, this is how things get started. Tries to go for the side B, just barely missing it. Teleport.
The slow from Arya's Pie definitely helping G get saved right there.
Ooh, good
the
DI.
Backstab.
That was really good DI out of BoneShackles. The side B with no dagger. I feel like that move is super underrated. It's punishable, but it's a really good move. Yeah. Oh, if that stun had gone up. Throws him off stage, gonna side B.
Spot.
Yeah, not really much
resources,
recovery.
And he's dead.
Yep. BoneShackles taking game number 2.
Yeah, and it's just like you mentioned, like how the first stock, where he threw G up rather than to the side, now in the last stock, he threw him to the side.
They listen in.
Dude, they have to be listening.
They have to be listening. No. That was really good awareness that G did not have any resources left. Yes. Throws him back off stage, and he doesn't have much to go. The best thing for G to have done in that situation is actually go low and use moves like up air to stall him out until he gets back.
Yep.
Then he would have been able to touch the wall and get some resources back. But now we're going to be going into game number 3, and we've got what is looking to be G's counter pick. I think he's thinking about, like, okay, what does Superman benefit off of, and what do I benefit off of? Because if you bring him,
guess is bans were probably like Batcave, maybe, and Treefort.
Yes, there are Batman. There's a Batman player in the top 8 right now. That would be Zoo. So going into game number 3, we're on Trophy's Edge again. Trophy's Edge is a big stage, which can be kind of difficult for G to get the kill on Superman.
Maybe he just feels comfortable doing so.
Sometimes it is a comfortable pick, isn't it? That is one of the things that ends up kind of helping a lot of characters too. Because when you play comfortable, oh wait, that's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. He got caught in his own attack lag and ended up losing his stock. Very unfortunate.
That is something as a Superman player that you do not want to see.
No, not
because now you're fighting Arya and have to deal with all of this extra damage that she is racking on.
The percents overlapped for a second too, and G is going kind of crazy, almost getting himself killed, but almost also killing BoneShackles. So like,
it was worth, but it also wasn't at the same time. If he got hit by that up B, that stock was gone.
That was definitely a super high risk, super high reward.
Tries to go for the side B, just barely missing it. Arya off stage.
Doing a good job just going high instead, but has to be careful.
Yeah, you got to be careful about scenarios like that. A lot of end lag on that. But gonna get the dagger again. Up B and the nair.
Not killing though. Soups is a heavy boy.
Goes the wrong way. Needs to end up sending him the other way. Because 130, he wants to get this stock as soon as possible. Like, this is where Superman kind of lives and breathes with, like, that percent. That's dangerous.
Catching him. What if that hit? That would have been an amazing read.
Honestly, the thing about this is that I feel like G is putting himself in a lot of positions where, like, BoneShackle could actually steal the stock, kind of similar to before. So he has to be careful what scenarios he's putting himself in.
Like right there.
And that one too. Gonna get the down attack, but not gonna get the spike off stage.
No, very fortunate for G to not get hit off stage. That could have proved to be very bad.
That's one move that G does not use enough. That spinning dagger kind of diagonal forward attack. That move is really good on Arya.
That was a weird teleport.
Up air? Okay, that is gonna take the stock.
The second stock.
Yes.
G kind of struggling a little bit, but managing to keep his stocks up, managing to keep racking up his damage little by little.
Yeah, like the thing about like playing against Superman is you have to play patient sometimes because you don't want to rush into a situation like that and lose your stock.
At 88, very unfortunate, but very amazing. BoneShackles recognizing G's
like
very high aggression.
Yes,
that's really what it is.
And Superman do live on that kind of aggression because with the armor, you don't have to worry about much. Has a little bit of armor on that move. Actually skirted right by it and just
that was a nice
holding
platform
down.
Reset.
Very good platform reset from G. Yes, and again, the up attack.
Needs to be careful. He almost got himself killed at 50 right there.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see. Although BoneShackles did kind of lose his stock at 0. So there is like that situation, but him bringing it back all the way is kind of a testament to the fact that Superman's very heavy and BoneShackle is definitely playing this right. You do not want to keep jumping in and just go away from it.
He's being a little too aggressive right now, and I think BoneShackles is recognizing this.
But gonna get the nair, send him off stage.
It's not enough to get rid of him though.
Yeah, having a hard time kind of deciding which areas he can go and which he can't. but makes it back to the stage safely. Gonna go for the up attack, not enough, but is that
it?
one?
Yeah, that's
yes,
it.
it is. And G takes the set 2-1 over BoneShackle. BoneShackle dropped that first like stock very early on, but managed to make it look so scary for G,
Superman.
as
Leave the
he was
list to
just
me.
getting the stock super early.
It definitely could have been anyone's.